start with a short little intro. You can probably hear me anyway, right? Okay, great. My name is Nilo, and if you don't know how to pronounce my name, I've got a visual for you. Nilo, that's me, Nilo. So whenever you see me, just think of that knee going down, and you go, Nilo. And I will be hosting today's workshop / mini concert, where I'll be introducing this wonderful little instrument. Now we're talking.
There we go.
A wonderful instrument called the harmonica. Now, for blues aficionados, it's actually called a blues harp. So it's not one of these. We actually just call it a blues harp. And I consider the blues harmonica to have 3 elements that are extremely important. First, there needs to be a good melody. Okay, a melody is a good lyric or a good song line that you can always listen to that kind of comes in your head and won't leave. Melody is very important, so I'll be discussing that for about 20 minutes. Second is rhythm. What's life without rhythm? You need to have good rhythm. And third, probably most important, is combining these elements of melody and rhythm into something creative, an expression. So with this wonderful little instrument, you can combine all 3 of those and make some wonderful music, at least in my experience. You may be wondering how long I've been playing this instrument. Anybody want to take a guess? You've never met me before, so any guess is as good as any other?
15 years.
15 years, good enough. Actually 6, coming up next week. On my birthday will be 6 years that I will be played this instrument. And the motto is, you're never too old to learn. Right? If I can do it, anyone can do it. All these gray hairs as well. So what I would like to do to start off with is just approach the melodic aspect of this wonderful instrument. And I'm going to play 2 pieces for you. One is a spiritual medley, and the other one is an original called Lament in Blue. Again, I'm not going to be doing anything too intricate at this stage, and then I'm going to break it down and tell you some of the key components that you'll need to use when you're playing this instrument. So I'll be addressing things like bending notes, keeping a clean tone and a good tone, and also working with notes or holes 2 and 3. Those are very important. So first and foremost, I would like to start by playing a medley of gospel songs or spirituals. Thank you very much. So those are 2 spiritual songs. The first one is Nobody's Fault But Mine, and the second one is Wade in the Water. Now, the melodies are relatively simple, but the beauty of this instrument is that you can improvise within a melody. So it's also, you heard some rhythmic components in there as well. So once you have a melody that works really well, you can then add the rhythm later on. And I'll be discussing the rhythm more in detail as we progress. First and foremost, how do we hold a harmonica? Well, do this. Okay, so take your harmonica out if you have one, And basically, the way it works is your thumb is on the bottom, the numbers are up on top, okay, and then you place your index finger on the top. So that's the first part, okay? The second thing you need to do is you want to cup the harmonica. You want to try and constrict the air inside the harmonica. Today I'm playing without the cupping of the hand because I'm using a microphone, but this is a correct technique. So you hold the harmonica like this, and then you cup. You're almost like the back of the back of your hand covers the other hand, like this. Okay. And then what you can do is you just practice blowing into the harmonica. You want to create a tight seal. So I'll show you, I'll demonstrate what it sounds like. This is without the cupping of the hands. Okay, and now when we actually cup it, hear how the sound gets more condensed or constricted? Very important to do this because later it will allow you to do what's called the wah-wah effect, which sounds something like this. So here's a wah-wah. So you're blowing into a hole, right? Blowing into a hole, cupping the harmonica, keeping it very tight, and then just moving your hand back and forth. It'll give you, you can actually try to say the word wah-wah as you're doing it as well. Everybody, give that a try if you have a harmonica. First and foremost, cup it, and then go wah-wah. Whoa, good, you got it. Very good. Very good. Okay, so wah-wah. It's a very important effect in harmonica, especially in the blues. The other thing you want to think about when you're playing the harmonica is to get it as far into your mouth as possible without it being too uncomfortable. You don't want it here. Like you don't want it too close to your lips. You don't want to be doing this. You want to actually put it inside your mouth, like so. Get it in there as much as you can. The problem with just puckering at the top is that you're not going to get a full sound. So you want to try and get it into your mouth as much as possible. The other thing that you need to think about is to breathe through your diaphragm, not your chest. Okay, so way down here. I'll demonstrate. This is chest breathing. There's no power, right? Breathing up here. So if you bring it down to your tummy, it sounds something like this. Work with your abdomen. That'll really give you that rhythmic quality that we'll be discussing pretty soon. So those are a couple of the basics. Let's review, first and foremost, how to hold the harmonica. Put it out in front of you. Okay, your index finger is on top. The thumb is on the bottom. Okay, then later, put your other hand behind the harmonica, like so, and then cup. Good. Now you have a closed seal. And just pick any hole, or as many holes as you like, and just practice blowing into the harmonica. And then opening and closing your hands. Good, yeah, you got the wah-wah. Good. Professional already. Very good. Okay. So this is a very important component of the harmonica. Once you've mastered this, then you're on your way to other things. The other thing that's important is holes 2 and 3. Now holes 2 and 3, believe it or not, are the same note, depending on how you play them. So if you draw, that means suck in air on hole 2 and blow out on hole 3, it should be the same note. So you're probably wondering, how do I get that one note? Okay. Well, there are two ways to do this. One is called tonguing, where you place your tongue on the harmonica and it will give you a note. Frankly, I don't know how that's done. I don't do tonguing. But if you want to feel that tonguing sensation, go ahead and try and put your tongue on there and get one note. It's going to be a little harder than you think.